My name is Rebecca McDonald, and a lot of people know me in the Twin Cities as Be Fresh.
You can't change the fact that changes are coming.
What you running from, son? Sun still comes up.
I am a photographer and most recently a transmedia producer. I produce content throughout different mediums. I produce in photography, in film, in written word, and I combine them all together to create a multimedia experience for people. Did you bring a notebook at all?
I did.
Okay, perfect. I knew you would have a notebook. I don't need to tell a poet to bring a notebook, right? Today, I'm shooting with Sean Webster, who is a local poet. He came to me with a concept that he calls haiku, high C-O-U-P. And it's about really reclaiming space for poetry. Have you kind of lean in again, sort of? Perfect.
I just feel like, yeah.
Sean has more of a quiet poet personality, so I really want him to just maintain that personality. I don't want him to do anything different. I want him just to be his poet self. I try not to mess with it too much and make sure the energy is positive. We selected different locations to sort of bring out the essence of who he is as a poet, but also the message. Why can't we do poetry on the street corner of North Minneapolis? Why can't we do poetry in a barbershop? We're here at Wilson's with Tito, who is actually shaping up Sean pretty nicely. It's about the community. It's not just about Sean and his poetry, but it's about bringing in other people and making this poetry visible, so reclaiming that space. So a barbershop, yes, we can have poetry here, right, Tito?
Absolutely.
So that's what we're doing today. I want people to be empowered. I want people to feel like they have a voice within my images. You can see the intensity in all of your faces. This is like intense. Breathe. Woo. The crew that I have with me today are all women that are interested in film and photography. I like to empower women around me, and I want to help show them sort of the honesty of what it really takes to be a photographer. Perfect. Growing up, I never considered myself an artistic person. I wouldn't say that I went into it thinking I was going to be a professional and this is something I would do. I did it for many, many years just because I loved to be out in the community documenting things. Then around college, I started taking photos seriously. I was a student and I wanted to submit a photo to the B-Girl B visual art exhibition. It was the first gallery show I ever entered into, and I got accepted. It gave me the confidence to go out and get photo passes and to be a little bit more aggressive with, finding the shots that I want and engaging the people that I want. I went to a lot of hip-hop shows, so I'd always take my camera. I would post up all the photos after the show on my MySpace blog, and that's how people sort of started to know who I was in the scene.
Eyes closed, slowly dissipate. Haven't stared on with the sun and hope that it could lift the weight. I can't say I never made a mistake, but people will be people, and I can't hate you because you changed. No matter how many times I rearrange the chairs in my apartment, the walls still look the same.
I have some incredible people in my arsenal of images, ranging from Madonna. I shot her at Madison Square Garden in New York. KRS-One, one of my favorite stage shows. I actually spent a month's time with Rosa Clemente. I was working for Rock the Vote, and so I was traveling around the country documenting the election from a youth perspective. I love to have shoots where it involves so many different elements and textures and personalities. I love people. So you want to get as close to Sean as possible and then sort of, bring it back. I love hearing stories because that always influences my storytelling. The more interesting people and characters that I meet, the better my skills are to tell stories that are interesting. And, you know, I always come across interesting characters that I would love to photograph. And so there's something on every corner here in the Twin Cities that is exciting, and characters are everywhere. Hold that, good, we're good, I got it.
Minnesota Original is made possible by the State Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.